Before I show you the 10 foods you must absolutely avoid if you have diabetes, it's really important to understand why these foods are dangerous in the first place. Because the truth is, diabetes doesn't just appear overnight. So let's start from the beginning. Most people believe diabetes starts as pre-diabetes, then becomes type 2 diabetes, and eventually leads to complications, like nerve damage or even amputation. But before all of that, there's something silently developing in your body for years. It's called insulin resistance, and it can brew inside you for 15 to 20 years before your blood sugar even starts to rise. Now, if you search online, you'll hear all the common explanations. It's caused by obesity, inactivity, aging, hormones, or too many calories. But what if there's a bigger cause, something that mainstream medicine rarely talks about? We already know consuming too much refined sugar can cause serious damage. When you eat sugar, your blood sugar spikes, insulin rushes in to lower it, and over time your cells stop responding. That's insulin resistance. But there's another massive culprit hiding in plain sight: damaged seed oils. Let me explain. Your cells are surrounded by a fatty membrane. Think of it like a soft layer of oil. Inside each cell, there are these tiny power plants called mitochondria that create your energy. When we consume highly processed seed oils, like soybean, corn, or canola, they get damaged by heat and chemicals during refining. These oils turn rancid and produce toxic compounds called aldehydes. These aldehydes act like glue. They stick to your cell membranes and insulin receptors, blocking communication. Once that happens, insulin can't deliver energy into your cells, and your metabolism starts to break down. Over time, this leads to type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, Alzheimer's, and chronic inflammation. Here's the scary part. Most of the oils you find in grocery stores are already oxidized. They've been heated to over 500 degrees Fahrenheit, bleached to remove color, and deodorized to hide the smell. And it gets even worse in restaurants. Deep fryers often reuse the same oil for days or even weeks. Each time it's reheated, more toxic aldehydes are produced, which then end up in your food, and eventually, in your body. And there's no regulation on how often restaurants must change their oil. None. When your insulin receptors are blocked by these damaged fats, your body tries to compensate by making more and more insulin. Eventually, your pancreas wears out, and that's when blood sugar starts to climb. To put it in perspective, your entire bloodstream only contains about 1 teaspoon of sugar, but most people consume 80 to 130 teaspoons a day, once you count hidden sugars and starches. Now, combine that with about 1/4 to almost 1/3 of your daily calories coming from seed oils. And, honestly, you have the perfect storm for diabetes. Alright, now that you know why, let's talk about the what. Here are 10 foods you should stop eating immediately if you want to prevent or manage diabetes. First up, number 1. Fast food fries and fried chicken. These are cooked in reused, oxidized oils full of aldehydes. Combine that with the starchy coating and, well, you've got a recipe for insulin resistance. Number 2. Restaurant deep-fried foods. Whether it's onion rings, fish, or nuggets, the reused oil is toxic. Restaurants rarely use coconut or olive oil. Number 3. Chips, crisps, and corn chips. These are loaded with starch, seed oils, and often glyphosate, which is a harmful herbicide. Number 4. Donuts and pastries. That's the deadly trio: sugar, starch, and oil. They're deep-fried and full of refined carbs. And number 5. Sweetened drinks. Things like sodas, energy drinks, and flavored coffees are packed with high-fructose corn syrup, which damages your liver and spikes insulin. Moving on, number 6 is frozen breaded foods, like nuggets and fish sticks. These are a mix of seed oils, starch, and preservatives. Number 7, commercial salad dressings and mayo. Almost all of them are made with seed oils. It's better to opt for extra virgin olive oil with vinegar instead. Number 8. Instant noodles. They contain seed oils, starch, MSG, and other chemicals that increase inflammation. Number 9. Granola bars and protein cookies. Even though they're often marketed as healthy, they're usually filled with sugar and vegetable oils. And finally, number 10. Microwave popcorn. This contains damaged oils and chemicals that become even more toxic when heated. So, what can you do to reverse the damage? Start by avoiding these 10 foods completely. Then, focus on eating foods that help detoxify aldehydes and repair your cells. Eat grass-fed red meat. It's rich in carnosine, a compound that helps neutralize aldehydes. Add sulfur-rich veggies. Garlic, onions, and broccoli support liver detox. Include polyphenols. Green tea, dark chocolate, and pomegranate are powerful antioxidants. These foods help your body naturally clean out the toxic byproducts from years of consuming processed oils and sugars. Now that you know which foods to avoid, the next step is learning what you should eat to protect your blood sugar, boost your energy, and heal your metabolism. Watch my next video where I'll show you the best foods for reversing insulin resistance naturally. Protect your health before it's too late. Start with what's on your plate. And standard story, a modern standard.